morning, cadre. We're back on home turf, back to my own soaps and brushes and choice, and not limited to what I brought on vacation. And I'm going to show you this interesting soap I just got while I was gone. It's called, the company is a Razor Master. This is their logo. It doesn't come in this tin. I ordered this tin with it to put it in. But this is a crazy soap. This is their Toivo, I guess. And let me show you the soap first before we get into talking about it. It's very dark brown. You can see I chipped away at it there. I was trying just to scrape some off. As you know, I try to keep my soaps clean for sharing or trading later, that kind of thing. This one might not go that way. It's a little bit more fragile and harder than I thought. I made it work, but might have to bloom this one. This is, let me get the top on before I flip this over. This is made in Finland, and that's where I got it from. I only could find two places that carried this line of soap. One was the company itself, and the other one the English soap company, I believe it is. Maybe it's English shaving company, one or the two, but they're a great company. They have very low worldwide shipping. They carry this brand, but they were out of this scent, and I kept checking for weeks and weeks and weeks because shipping from the company was pretty high. I never got it in, so I finally emailed them, and they said that at some point they would get it in, but they have enough of their other scents that it'll be quite a while. So I just bit the bullet, got it from the company. I'll show you their ingredient list, not hold it on there long enough probably for you to read it all, but just to show that it's pretty short ingredient list. And the interesting ingredient on this one is tar. Pines, if I have my glasses on I can read the next word, something wood tar. And that explains the scent of it. It is very dark, and I used this one other time, and I'll tell you, it smells exactly like a campfire, and it is strong. And this is, I would say, the weirdest scent that I love, because if you said, hey, you're going to use a soap, here's a soap you want to try, it smells like a wood fire, I'd probably say that doesn't sound so great to me. But it does have that, I don't know if it's a, romantic memory type of a thing, and like, you smell the campfire and you think of the trees and being outside and s'mores and all that, or but I do like that smell. I like on a cool day when you hit a neighborhood, when somebody's wood fire place is going, you smell the smoke wafting through, all that stuff. I mean, I love that smell. So maybe it's just that. To show you why I put it in the tub, it comes in this paper wrapped. This is the soap just wrapped in paper, not waterproof at all, so I just touched it with wet fingers there. But luckily the label's easily pulled off. I stuck it onto that. So I also got this one. This is their woodsy scent. Their scents are pretty polarizing. That probably wouldn't be a surprise by that last description. But I found these two. There's some other, I tried about 5 or 6 of them, I think, and these are the two that I liked out of those. They had some more scents, but I just got these two. So, oh man, you could, I also think this one is depending on your state of mind, and one of those, whatever pops into your head first, because that's what I get for sure. If I try to think what else it might smell like, it certainly could be, there is some pipe tobacco that is very smoky smelling. And one of you could probably tell me, I forget, I think, no, I'm not even gonna guess. But you could say it's like a very strong tobacco as well, if you're thinking of that. But I just still think it's just crazy. It's obviously not one that you would want like an aftershave of or anything like that. People would think you spent the weekend camping and didn't bother to change your clothes. and I say its scent strength would be 5.5 out of 5. The envelope it was in, there's in a box. It certainly smelled like this soap when I opened it, and you several feet away from the soap, just laying on a table, you could smell it. So while I love it, you certainly don't want to have your bathroom smelling like a campfire day in and day out. So the other parts of the shave, Parker, simple. I had been using a feather in that. I downgraded it to the Israeli Personas, basically because I'm going to be trying what could be an aggressive razor. I've been using the Asylum RX for over a week straight, and while the shaves have been fine, I wouldn't say they were good, been getting good shaves, almost no alum burn to no alum burn. So man, I mean, the visuals that come with this are just intense. I mean, I can completely picture, you know, the gray, ashy logs that are letting off a lot of smoke, and kind of like a cool morning in the woods where, you know, the smoke lays on the ground and gets pretty intense. This is interesting. I think I'm getting more aggression from one side than the other. I didn't check alignment when I put it in. So anyway, I was been using a decently beefy razor for over a week, so I thought to prep myself for more of the same or potentially more aggressive, that would be nice to the skin. And use something a little less aggressive, and go nice and slow. This one, I think you may have seen in the past, I will actually go a little bit quicker than this and not have to pay a lot of attention, but I really want some nice mild shaves for a few days to let any areas where I might have, I think you might know what I'm saying. It's not skin irritation, but when you're getting pretty close shaves, at least for me, I'm getting pretty close shaves day after day after day with what could be an aggressive razor. It almost feels like you're making the skin a little bit thinner in that area, a little bit more sensitive or something like that. So I guess maybe you could say it's a shaving version of taking a day off. Oh. Man. It's got me thinking, I wish personal shipping costs weren't so much, because this would be an interesting soap just to pass around, just for, even if you didn't want to try it, just to share the scent of it. And here I'm continually reminding myself, don't get aggressive, don't pursue that BBS, just nice simple shave. Not bad though. Yeah, I feel a little bit right there and I want to grab for the razor, but I'm not going to. I just said that on camera, so I'm not allowed to. I'd say the post-shave residual from this soap is I'm actually surprised I don't remember it being this great. I'm slowly trying to rinse it off and it's taking quite a while. Let's say the post-shave residual is very good. I wasn't paying attention through the shave, so I wouldn't call it elite yet. But it's better than average. Cushion, I'd say, is probably average. I was more thinking of the scent. Even while I was shaving, from time to time, you just kind of get a hit of it and it takes you back. The lather's decent. Some of you like the booger lather, so I don't know if that counts as. I guess that's a little bit stiffer peak than a booger. Got quite a bit of lather in the bowl here, and that's because it took a lot of water. I was afraid of not having enough soap in there because it was chipping off and stuff, so I might have ended up using a little bit more than I normally do. And the volume just kept expanding. It took quite a bit of water to get it past the fluffy stage. And I don't know the details that show up on the camera here. I'll try to grab some. There are some, you can see some bubbles still in there. If I knew this soap better, I might add some water to see if I can even get it a little bit smoother than that. But maybe you saw it wasn't very thick as it was. It was fine. It wasn't dripping off my face or anything, but I'd worry adding more water to this would just make it too thin. And just for you guys, I like to playing with the soap. I don't like getting soap all over my hands and stuff. I don't know why, but here we'll see if this tells you anything about this soap. I know that kind of looks like Chad's goopy soap stuff. I don't know. I think you do. I feel weird, man. For you, Chad. But I don't know. It's slippery. I don't know if any of you feel any soaps that aren't slippery like that. Anyway, let's get rid of this. Finish up the shave. Back to work today. I much prefer, of course, one day off between a longer trip at work, but this is not how this trip was planned. It's interesting. Usually we try to, at least my wife and I try to get in one relaxing summer getaway, even if it's a weekend somewhere, but that just didn't work out this summer. So while we got to go to a few places, this summer feels maybe a little bit longer and less relaxing than those in the past. All decisions, right? So rinsing out the bowl and the brush, and this is one thing that I was a little concerned about, is that intense of a smell on the brush. But like I said, I tried this soap one time before, my brush doesn't smell like it, so. Whoa. Alright, so now that's very interesting. It doesn't smell like campfire. I almost wish I didn't smell it and ruin the illusion. It smells like turpentine, maybe? I assume that's from whatever tar that they have in there, and maybe yeah. So this one, I'll check it later after it's dry. I might need to lather it in something else to get rid of that. But speaking of decisions, my wife still talks about, we got, you can see my thumb, nothing for you guys to look at back there. So we're down to 2 different things that will go there. So hopefully, I wouldn't say the next video, but we'll see what we decide and then how quickly it gets up there. But maybe in a week or 2 there'll be some visual interest behind me. There's lemon always. then, what to wear as a scent after this? I've got two that I normally go to. Let that dry for a second. After an intense smell like that, especially if it's not fruity and things, I'll show you this one. Pretty cool. This one's Missoni. I don't know if it still is, but when we got it, and I think it still is, it's exclusive to Harrods in London. You have to go there to get it. So we got 2 bottles just in case. Most likely we'll never be back. Another one, Bleu from Chanel. I think we'll go with the Missoni. I've been using the Chanel to match with strong scents the last few times. First, Nivea Balm, as always. I'm trying to, I've got all these other scents now mixing. I'm trying to see if I can still smell the soap. And if I can, you know, it's everywhere. I've got the tub down on the counter here, whatever's left on the brush, whatever's left in the sink. If I can, it's light. Obviously I wouldn't put like a soft scent over this right now. But there we go. Good stuff. Alright, good to be back, Cadre, and if you haven't joined us, www.theshavingcadre.com, and I'll see you online.